Hi, fourth grade, it's Mrs. Boswell again, and we're going to do Module 7, Lesson 3. So yesterday we were converting with capacity units. Today we're going to do converting time units, such as hours and minutes and seconds, and even days. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So remember, you can pause at any time if you need. Okay, let me turn this a little bit so you can see it. So it says converting time, page 1. It says, I can create and use conversion tables for units of time to solve problems. It says, what do the three hands represent on an analog clock? So we have an analog clock here, and we have the short hand, the long hand, and the little hand. Okay, so let's start with that short hand. So I'm going to look at these different hands, right? And the shortest hand right here, with these two thick ones, okay, we're going to look at these two thick hands, right? We have this little one here, the short hand here, and then we have the longer hand here. We're going to look at the short hand. The short hand is your what hand? If you said hour hand, you're correct. It is your hour hand. Okay, the short hand here is your hour hand. All right. Now let's look at this long hand then. Right here we have this long hand. Okay. And it goes here to the 11, right? I have the short hand of the 12, but this one's going to go to the 11. But the long hand represents what? It's the minute. It's the minute hand. Minute hand. Okay. And then we have this last little teeny tiny one, and I always call it the teeny tiny one, right? That teeny tiny one, right? So I have my hours, I have my minutes, and that teeny tiny one is going to tell us the seconds. So that's called the second hand. The seconds hand, right? Okay. So we have the hour hand, we have the minute hand, and we have the seconds hand. Okay. So we're going to take this a little step further. We're going to take this clock. But before I go there, I want to talk about this. Okay. When I talk about the hour hand and it's on the 12, I know that this is 12. If I were to move that hour hand on the 1, it would be 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, then 9, then 10, 11, and then back to 12, right? So I know that these are, the big numbers are the hour, right? But how do I know what the minutes are? Okay, so if I start at the 12, I know that that always starts with 0, right? Or 0, 0, right? And if I count these little notches in between, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, what number do I land on? I land on 1. So I know that 5 minutes has passed, right? So each of these is going to be 5. So I'm going to go 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and then 60. But did we ever hear somebody say it's 1:60 in the afternoon? No, we always hear them say 1 o'clock. Okay, 0 or 00 or o'clock are the things that we hear. Okay, so those little notches represent the minutes, right? But they also, fourth grade, can represent your seconds when you have your second hand. Because in 1 minute, fourth grade, that second hand is going to go around. In 1 minute, how many seconds does it take for the second hand to go around? Okay, if you said 60 seconds, you're right. 60 seconds equals 1 minute. Okay, so what hand moves the fastest? The seconds, the minute hand, or the hour hand? If you said the seconds, you're right. Okay, which one moves faster now? The minute hand or the hour hand? The minute hand moves faster than the hour hand. So which hand is the slowest? The hour hand is the slowest. Okay, so there's 60 seconds in 1 minute. So how many minutes equals 1 hour? Okay, 1 whole hour is when we go all the way around with that minute hand, right? And we said 60 minutes, right? Oops, sorry. 50, 55, 60, right? So there's 60 minutes in 1 hour. Okay. Let's talk about this. How many hours is 1 day, 4th grade? Well, I know if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, that's 12 hours, right? But is that a whole day if I go 1 time around the clock? Nope. It would actually take 2 times around the clock to make 1 whole day because I would have AM and then PM, right? So there would be 24 hours is 1 day. Okay, so it would take me 2 trips around the clock to make 1 whole day. Okay, but let's take this clock and it says, let's unwrap the clock and look at the numbers on a number line. Okay, so I unwrap the clock and I use the hours. So you're going to see that I have a 0, right? Then I have 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 hours, correct? Yes. Okay. Now, I already kind of did some of it with you, but let's go ahead and do it a little bit more with this, okay? All right, let's see. It says, and it also, remember that some of you did this in 3rd grade when you unwrapped that clock. It says, we can use the number line to help us determine the number of minutes in 1 hour. How many minutes are in 1 hour? Okay. Well, I know if I go from 0 to 1, what did we say? That was 5 minutes, right? The 1 to 2, that is another 5 minutes, right? Okay, so I got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and then 60 when I get to that 12, right? So, it says there are 60 minutes to make 1 hour. It says, how many groups of 5 minutes was that? Well, let's count it. Here's 1 group, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, I really don't even need to count it. I already know how many groups of that? That's 12. Okay. So there are 12 groups of 5, okay, and we know that 12 times 5 is what, everybody? It's 60. So if I do this, 4th grade, if there are 60 if there's 60 minutes in 1 hour, how many minutes are there in 18 hours? So if I have 18 hours, what would that equal in minutes? Okay. Well, I know that in 1 hour it's 60, right? Okay. There's 60 minutes in 1 hour, and I have 18 hours. So I could take 18 times what? 60. Or you could do 60 times 18, okay? Because I'm going to take, there's 60 minutes in 1 hour, right? And I have 18 hours, so I'm going to multiply those two by each other to find out. So 18 times 0 is 0. 8 times 6 is 40. It's 48, right? So I have 8. Carry that 4, there's nothing but it, so I can just bring it down. Then I need to save my place value spot, right? So I got a 0, and then I'm going to do 1 times 0 is 0, and then 1 times 6 is 6. Okay, then I'm going to add those together. 0 plus 0 is 0, 8 plus 0 is 8, 6 plus 4 is 10. Okay, so how many minutes are in 18 hours? It would be 1,080 minutes is 18 hours. Okay, so we could go ahead and we could fill this in. It says, now that we understand hours, minutes and seconds, let's convert these minutes to seconds. So over here, we converted hours into minutes. Now we're going to take minutes into seconds. Well, let's talk about it. How many seconds are in 1 minute? There are 60. So there's 60. And then if I take 60 plus 60, that would be 120. And 120, because look, I'm just going up by 1, right? 120 plus 60 would be 180. Okay. Plus another, so if I have 60, and 60 was 120, 120 plus another 60 is 180, right? And I do another 60, so I have 0, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, that would be 4, carry the 1, that would be 240 seconds in 4 minutes, okay? I could also come over here, I could do 60 times 5, right? 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 6 is 30, 300, okay? So I'm just going to add another 60, so 360, okay? Another 60 to that, right? I could come over here and go 360 plus 60, 0, 6 is 12, carry the 1, I got 420, right? 60, 70, 80, oop, there's 500 for 8, okay? If I just add another 60, that's 560, right? And if I have 560 plus another 60, that's 0, 2, that would be 620, right? So there would be 620 seconds in 10 minutes, okay? So on this conversion chart, all I had to do was add up by 60 because these all went up by how many? Just by 1, right? And for every minute, that's an extra 60 seconds. So let's come over here. We know that 1 minute is the same as how many seconds? 60, okay? Well, how many minutes did we decide are in 1 hour? Remember, here's 1 whole hour. This one whole was 1 hour. Is the same as 60 minutes, right? So this would be 60 minutes, okay? How many hours did we say in 1 day? Well, how many times did it take to go around that clock? Twice. And I know that 12 plus 12 is 24, so it's 24 hours in 1 day. Ooh, this is interesting. I have blank days equals 1 week. How many days would it be to get to 1 week? 7. I wonder how many hours would be in 7 days. So what could I do? Well, I have there are 24 hours in 1 day, so I'm going to take 24, okay? And I would take it times that 7. Oops, times 7, right? And 7 times 4 is 28. Carry the 2. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 2 more is 16. Ooh, there would be 168 hours would equal 7 days. Pretty cool, right? All right, so if I had 2 days, 24 plus 24 is 48, there would be 48 hours in 2 days, okay? So we're going to be doing, again, some more multiplying. Over here we could multiply or add up as we went in the pattern, okay? So let's continue. You guys are going to do more word problems, 4th grade. So it says, I can convert and use conversion tables for units of time to solve problems. So I took that conversion table that we did earlier, and I already put it over here for you filled in, okay? So you don't have to fill that back in. But let's go ahead and get started over here. It says, how many minutes are in 18 hours? So what am I looking for? I'm looking for, you said at 4th grade, I'm looking for minutes, right? Minutes is what I'm looking for, okay? And I have 18 hours. So I have 18 hours equals blank minutes. Ooh, and I know we solved this one earlier, okay? So how many minutes are in 1 hour, 4th grade? There are 60, right? And I'm going to take that by times how many hours? 18. Okay? 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 6 is 48. Okay? Hold that place value. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 6 is 6. Add those together. Ooh. How many minutes are in 18 hours, 4th grade? There are 1,080 minutes in 1 hour. Okay? All right, let's read our next one. So did we solve that one? Absolutely. Now it says, how many seconds are in 20 minutes and 23 seconds? Oh, man. So I'm looking for what, fourth grade? Seconds. Okay? Now I have 20 minutes and 23 seconds equals blank seconds. Okay? Well, I already know that I don't have to convert the 23 seconds. That's already done for me, but I definitely know I'm going to probably have to add that on. But I need to know this minutes is not in seconds, so I have to get minutes into seconds. So 20, right, times what? How many seconds are in a minute? 60. Okay, so 0 times 0 is 0, 0 times 2 is 0. I'm going to hold my spot. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 2 is 12, right? Add those together. 0, 0, 2, 1. Oh, so in 20 minutes, that's 12,000 seconds. Plus fourth grade, I have to add that 23 seconds because that it didn't go away. Okay, so 1,200 plus 23 is, if you said it, it's 1,223 seconds. So 1,223 seconds. Why did I add this? Because it was still here and I still had to add it. This one was when I multiplied the 20 minutes times 60 because for every minute that's 60 seconds. Okay? Ooh, here we go. It says, how many hours are in 14 days? Okay? So I'm looking for hours. Okay? So I have 14 days equals blank hours. Okay? Well, I know that there are 24 hours in one day, so I'm going to take 24 times 14. Okay? So 4 times 4. Okay, sorry about that loud noise. So this is 16, so I'd carry 6. Carry the 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 more is 9. Hold my spot. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 2 is 2. Add those together. 6, 9, 10, 13, 2, 3. 336 hours would be what it would need for 14 days. There would be 336 hours in 14 days. All right, let's do this last one. So remember, fourth grade, these are some of the problems that you're going to be doing today. You really have to look at to see what it's asking. This one says, how many hours are in 1 week and 2 days? Oh man, I'm really going to have to do some converting because I'm really looking for just what? Hours. Okay, so I have 1 week, 2 days. Okay. So I'm going to have to do some converting here, okay? How many weeks are in, or how many days are in 1 week? I know that there are 7 days, right? Plus I have these 2 days, right? 7 plus 2 is, there's 9 days total, right? So 9 days, right? And how many hours are in a day? There are 24, okay? So I'm going to take 24 times 9, okay, 9 times 4, 2, so there's 36, so this is 30, so 6, right, carry that 3, 9 times 2 is 18, plus 3 more, 18, 19, 20, 21, ooh, there would be 216 hours in 1 week and 2 days. Good luck today, fourth grade.